So these smaller ones will be getting replaced, but we'll deal with that later. So under 14s player of the year was William Mackay, Ayrshire. And the winner of under 18 player of the year, Lucas Morris, Bridgend. The next one we have is over 45s player of the year, which retaining it if I'm right. Donny McKenzie, come on out. Well done, Donald. And another player retaining the title from last year, I think, over 55, Colin Murray. This one's particularly good for me to see it, because when you're going through and updating the tables, it takes a lot of time, and when you see names that you never saw in previous seasons, and this particular player has smashed it this year, been up there regularly and built up quite a convincing gap between her and the other players. When you consider the quality of female players we've got in Scotland, it's amazing. So really well done, Nicola McAllister. Come on out. And for the last category, player of the year, again, this player should be particularly proud because of the quality of newcomers in Scotland. And certainly Joe McCullough, Ayrshire newcomer, I played quite a bit with him between Christmas and the start of the season, before the season, and I said to a few players, nobody beat him this year. And Cookie's absolutely battered them, so really well done, Craig McCullough. And then we come to the big one in terms of Player of the Year awards. The overall Player of the Year, the one thing I really didn't want to have to give to somebody else, and I really didn't want to have to give it to somebody else, my own team, but absolutely dominated Scottish club football this year. More than worthy winner. You can come up and get your own award this time, mate. William Mackay, Ayrshire Football Club. Next up is onto the club awards. So obviously the way the club league was structured this year, we had East and West leagues and then split into Premiership, Championship. So the first awards are for the geographical leagues. So first up we have the East Division winners, Bridgend Football Club. Well done, guys. And then I hope there's still some Glasgow players in attendance tonight, is there? Yeah, he's on the left. Where you can come up and put two hands on this trophy, lads. The West Division trophy, Glasgow. Well done, Ben. Yeah, so the next one is for the championship. Obviously, like I said, we split into Premiership and Championship after the split. And I know how hard it is when you've got poor numbers to keep a club going. Robert Page, who's not here, done a great job keeping Kingdom of Fife going and handed it over to Victor recently. And it looks as if it's going to go from strength to strength. So fingers crossed. And he did excellent to win in the game against Maple to win this trophy. So Championship champions, Kingdom of Fife Football Club. And then again on to the big one. Like I said earlier, really hotly contested league and going right down to the last game. Better than I could have hoped for in terms of planning, because it gave some excitement to it. And like I said, with 3 teams able to win it instead of 2, piques the interest for more players around the country. And excellent job from STP turning up on the day and filming it. So thanks very much for that. And for me, obviously, I'm quite happy that Ayrshire won it, but I'd have been happy with whoever won it because I think it's been a great week this year. And like I say, going down to the last game, it just gives a bit of vindication for how things are running for me personally. But anyway, Scottish champions, Ayrshire Football Club. Come on, Molly. And I'm going to put the microphone down and go behind you. Thanks very much, guys.
And special thanks then to Rory and the club and social team. Okay, so from the Club League, we now move on swiftly to the Highland Tour, which is not going to be me, by the way, speaking to you. It is going to be, I'm going to welcome up to hand over and announce the awards. The head of the National Tours Committee, Callum Haig, joined also by Mick Edley, who is tour director for the Lowland Tour.
Hello everybody. We'll crack on with getting these awards out. As you can see, I've used most of Rory's budget for the trophies, given the very, very small look at things that he's been handing out. But before I do that, I was famous for stealing Neil Shafe's speech last year, so I'm not going to do it this year. So I'm only going to say one thanks to one group of people. So I would just like everybody to put a round of applause together for the National Tour and Highland and Lowland Tour committee members. Without the sacrifice that they make every second, every third week, we wouldn't have tour events, we wouldn't have foot golf at a competitive level in Scotland. So the likes of James, Dick, Mick, that are in the room, Matt, there's obviously quite a number of you that aren't here, but I would just like to say a massive thank you to all those people. And Fraser. Obviously this year we had a pretty big revamp from what was the regional tours to the Highland and Lowland tours, which certainly from my point of view, have been a massive success. We've seen a huge growth in numbers across those regional events, and certainly helping to support more permanent courses, alongside obviously the bespoke courses we play on the national tour. And we'll look to continue to support that moving into next year. But firstly, on to the Highland Tour winners. In third place for the over 45s was Alan Morris. In second place is somebody that he's not going to be happy with me saying this, but he loved a second or a third place this season. He's had a terrific, consistent season throughout, as always, was Donny McKenzie. And the winner, who I believe is have to do a warm-up tonight because he's going to get up and down so often, is certainly my favourite of the Murrays, Colin Murray. And then on to the women's section, where we've had, again, really good growth in that section this year with the addition of quite a few new players, certainly across the Highland and Lowland Tours. And in third place in the Highland Tour was Cheryl McIntosh. And in second place was Kelly Menzies. But the first ever winner of the Women's Highland Tour is Laura Thompson. And then finally on to the main section for the Highland Tour, in third place, Mick Eardley.
Well done, Michael.
It's maybe just as worth going up and down because the next two people aren't actually here, unfortunately, but we'll run through them. In second place was David Quigley. And the winner was David Stewart. So on to the Lowland Tour, which was obviously led and ran very well in this season. On to the over 45s, picking up another medal in third place was Donny McKenzie. And in second place, finally not first as what you will see quite often further on into this award ceremony, is Colin Murray. And the winner, who I think deserves a special mention, the first ever season playing in the over 45 section, didn't play too many events, but has really shown his class and his foot golf experience throughout the whole season, and has been a really good addition to that section. The winner was Declan Reid. And then again onto the women's section, in third place was Laura Thompson. And pipping Laura into second place was Cheryl McIntosh. And the winner this time was Kelly Menzies. And then again onto the main section, this person's not here. Third place was David Stewart. The same applies to second place as Scotland captain Joe McCourt. And then competing with Colin Murray for most trophies of the night, the winner is Neil Shave. Oh, you're still standing up. You're still standing up. So that was the awards for the two Lowland and Highland tours. Then moving on to the national tour. Obviously, the national tour this season was slightly smaller than what it has been in previous seasons with the 10 events, also just for the World Cup happening. But again, from my point of view, I think it's the best tour that we've had certainly since I've been playing foot golf in terms of the quality of the courses and the competitive player offer. So I just want to say a quick thanks to all the courses that also support that. We've got people in from Broadleys and Bridgend, and without your support on these events that we've ran, particularly the match play, we don't have a national tour without you guys, so thanks very much. We'll start with the junior section for this one, and in third place was Willie Mackay Jr. And then in second place was Ben Cleary. And the winner, probably actually also the third person competing for a number of awards, is Scotland star Lucas Morris. And then on to the over 45s, there's a bit of a theme going with this. In third place was Donny McKenzie. And in second place was Declan Reid. But the over 45s winner for the national tour, again, a big well done to Colin Murray. And then on to the ladies, a different name on this one. Third place in the national tour for the women's was Sheila Strickland. And in second place, a terrific season, including some amazing performances at the World Cup, Laura Thompson. But our winner with a quite incredible season, again, a big performer at the World Cup for the team, but has shown some real consistency and real class throughout the season, was Kelly Menzies. And again, on to the men's, which was very, very competitive this season. There were certainly not many points between second and sixth anyway.
You kept that quiet.
And in third place was Mickey Airplane. And easily beating Mick into second place was me. And there'll be a real shock to everybody that the winner is Neil Shave. And then on to the big ones. So the national rankings, obviously the combination between the national tour and the Lowland and Highland tours. We'll start with the pairs, which is right at the end, Mick. They're both going to sit there because all four recipients are not here, but in joint third place was Vinnie Maguire and Alan Doherty. But winners, and I've got to say this because I've been paid to say it, is the world #1 pairing of David Quigley and Joe McCourt. The next award is a brand new section to the Football Association of Scotland, and it's the over 55s. It's the first year we've actually ran an order of merit for the over 55s, which is proven to be particularly competitive. And it's been very, very good to watch. And again, a section that's been quite closely fought. And in third place was James Dick. I don't know how Ali's going to feel about finding out that James is the only person in the family taking the trophy home tonight. But in second place was Gavin Howe. But you'll only need one guess to who the winner of the over 45 section was, and it was Colin Murray. The next one will be the amateur category, I believe. Again, what I love about the amateur category is it changes so much every single season. Obviously with the qualification around that, it's always good to see new players going into there. And obviously it still allows the over 45s an opportunity to fight in amongst that as well. But somebody moving into the over 45s next season finished in third place, and that's Will Morrison. And in second place was Colin Murray. But the amateur section in the end, I think everybody would agree, ended up being a runaway winner in the first season. It was vital for the Scotland team in winning the Braintrust Cup. Brilliant first season, John Neal. We'll then move on to our junior category. Third in the national rankings was Willie Mackay Jr. And again, in second place, again with a great season himself, was Ben Cleary. But our winner, again, with a terrific season and very, very nearly put himself in a men's team spot at the Janssen Cup, which itself was an unbelievable performance. But the winner was Lucas Morris. And then on to our over 45s again. And there was hardly any points really between, I think, a huge handful of players towards the end of the season. It did go right down to those final two events at Brecon. But in third place this season, with a kind of quietly consistent season, was Gavin Howe. And there'll be no guesses for what the top two were. In second place was Declan Reid. The hero of the bench first pick. But the winner, I don't think, has been up so far this evening. But a huge round of applause. And in all seriousness, to win this amount of awards is absolutely incredible. Well done, Colin Murray. And we're nearly there. On to our women's section. Again, another great podium, another great season. Huge member at the World Cup. In third place was Cheryl McIntosh. And then down to the final, well, down to the top two, which was ran relatively closely throughout the season, with both women winning a huge number of events, and it was a right good battle to see. But in second place was Laura Thompson. But our winner, with our first ever win on the national rankings, was Kelly Menzies. And then we're nearly there, finally onto our men's section. I mean, this was just a huge battle throughout the whole of the season. I mean, even just to finish in the top 10 now, for us that have played a bit longer, but to finish in the top 10 it feels like a massive achievement. It's so difficult to win an event, so for anybody to finish in the top 3 is incredible. In third place was David Stewart. In second place again, showing his true class and consistency year after year, with Mick Beardley. Despite what I've said about it being so difficult to just finish in the top 10, to have won the national rankings by so far, kind of blows my mind a little bit. But the winner was El Presidente Neil Shea. Thanks for battling through that. Well done to everybody. Colin, if you need a trailer, we'll find you one down the road. But I'll hand you back to Stuart Taylor Pearson. Thanks very much.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone who's won your pickup trophies tonight, whether that's on behalf of themselves or clubs as they go through. We've gotten through the presentations way quicker than we thought we would. So, yep. To close this off, well, before we do the raffle draw, I'm going to invite Neil back up to say another few words, just to close off the kind of formal part of the night. Then we'll get the raffle draw done, and then on to the quiz and entertainment for tonight.
Thanks, Stuart. I think Stuart's got it back up early because Callum didn't do his 45-minute thanks speech this year. He's meant to talk about tour awards, and last year he went off on a tangent and thanked everybody individually in the room, including all the committees, all the board members, all the stuff I was meant to come up and do. Then I just have to come up at the end and say thanks to Callum for doing the thanks.
My speech was better though.
So this year he's actually just done his bit, which is great. So yeah, I mean, what I want to do, because as Callum did touch on with this tour committee, is we can do what we do every year without the volunteers, and everybody is voluntary at the moment in this organisation. So we've got multiple committees. I'm going to try and thank them all. If I forget anybody, please shout out. First of all, obviously Callum's done the tour committee, but I want to thank Callum as well, just didn't mention himself. Just touching on that, we are really lucky to have somebody headed the tour committee who is able to give the amount of time Callum gives to the role. If we weren't that fortunate, it would be very difficult to put on the amount of tournaments and courses that holes have to be done, because I can assure you this year, he probably done 85 to 90% of the holes by himself.
91.
You'd think he'd be very skinny, but he's not.
Thanks.
So yeah, to Callum, thanks so much. To be honest, we couldn't do this without him. I mentioned to Rory earlier about the Club League committee that what he didn't say was, yeah, we had 175 players playing this season and over 100 earning points. 2 years ago, before we started our own club league in Scotland, and we used to run under the kind of UK club league, we were around about 100 players playing in Scotland in the club system. So the fact that that's grown so much in 2 years is testament to the work that Rory and his club league have done, bringing in a new system that, yeah, we're still developing it, but to be able to bring so many players into the fold that are all contributing to their teams and feeling part of the club shows why it has grown to that level. So thanks very much to that committee. Also, we've, as you probably know, Darren clearly stepped up recently to take on the role of sponsorship and funding. It's something that's vital to what we're trying to achieve as well. We've got a lot of plans for the association for next year. And to do that, we really need to be looking at all funding avenues available to us. And Darren's, I can assure you, already constantly messaging me, asking when we're next meeting to discuss what he's doing. And he's already working really hard on it. So I think there'll be some exciting stuff ahead with Darren. So the next couple of facts are something that we've not had to do so far in the season awards, and that is thank outgoing board members. Two people that particularly done a lot of work for us over the first 3 or 4 years of our association. One is Carol Kent, who is player development that she does to Women's Day, which has helped to bring in so many new women's players to the game. And I honestly think Carolyn's going to be really. Also, she's run our social media pretty much by herself up until this point. So I think she's going to be really hard to replace, but I'm sure we'll be able to. But please give a round of applause for Carolyn. And then the other outgoing board member is Stuart Campbell, who again, he's not with us tonight, but as you all know, Stuart's done a lot of work for the association since it started. Most of the graphics that you've seen online with anything related to the association have been done by Stuart. He's also been the one that's been out there trying to find new courses to play on all the time. And again, it's big shoes to fill for the next person coming into that role, but please thank Stuart Campbell. And then the last two people that I personally want to thank are two people in the room at the moment, but as you know, our board is predominantly made up of foot golf players. As much as it's hard work, we do it because we love the game and we play the game. There are two board members here who do that, who don't play foot golf, yet they're attending events and at all the board meetings are making sure this organisation runs. Without one of them, we wouldn't have had any of this going on in the room tonight. So I would like to pay a special thanks to Nigel and Stuart. Thanks at Cal. think that like the round of applause pays testament to how much these guys do for us. So thank you. Okay, and then the last thing before we move on to the annual quiz, which I can assure you, if anyone there last year, is going to be a bit more difficult. I think everyone in the room got 100% last year. There we go. I think I'm back. Yeah, so the last thing, sorry, I am back. The last thing that I just want to say thank you to you all in the room for attending all of our events throughout the year, all the club league games. You know, I know that the weather's not always great, so the fact that you're all able to constantly get out there on the football courses is what makes the organisation keep going. So thank you to all you as players. Back over to Stuart for the quiz again.
Thank you, Neil. I think a big round of applause, of course. Neil, nobody really knows the actual level of work that Neil does behind the scenes between Scotland stuff, FIFG stuff, GB stuff, now that we've thrown that into the mix. Jen would probably be the only person that can actually tell us exactly how much that Neil does, and whether she likes it or not, to be honest. So a big round of thanks for Neil as well. So the last thing, just before we do get to the quiz, which, yeah, as Neil says, will be a little bit harder than last year. To be fair, I think the only person in the room who's actually seen the questions at the moment is Nigel, who's hosting the quiz. Normally I can tell you roughly how hard it is, but I haven't even seen it this year. But before we do that, we have got the raffle to go. Raffle prize is a little bit bigger this year than we normally have at the annual awards night. We've got the regular bottles, kit sack bag, we've also got 2 omega-3 test kits in the raffle. We've got a polo shirt, sliders, baseball cap, all which will be sent out to you. The bottles obviously you can take away. Big thing, if you do win a prize tonight that involves any drink, you cannot open it in the room. Please take it home with you and drink it there. Feel free to invite everyone else with you, but you can't drink it here. Okay, so first prize up, we'll work our way through the bottles and things that are lying here first. Dale, if you want to grab a prize. Has everyone got the raffle tickets out so you can see them and all things? So first number is 99.
Who's that?
Not your lead, Rob.
Somebody's that. At least we checked they had one at this time before it came up. Okay, Nigel, let's go for another one. Number 83. I am listing these at random, by the way, as to who's actually won what. So next one up is number 63.
Hey, ladies, yes, please.
Okay, we're on number 74.
These numbers are very high, Stuart. Oh, well done.
So the next one is, oh, anyone? Here we go. 35.
Hey! Hoppa! Get up here, you
It could have been a girlier drink if you tried.
Number 15, which is Darren Cleary.
What is it? Race! There's a race on.
Darren. Or whoever.
What?
Okay, next up is number 33.
See that? On, Jim. On?
Who's 33?
Somebody won that in a raffle and
Anybody?
what was the number?
33.
Oh,
33.
that's the
That's the big Cal.
Well done, Cal.
What was it?
No, we're not going to stop on it. 121. 121.
That's that.
Nigel just won the prize in the meeting.
Did you? Now, did you want to swap a Glen's vodka?
Okay, next up is the.
that was a proper raffle job.
So next up is the kit sack bag, which is the last prize we've actually physically got in the room. Jen? $62. Just because you haven't picked up enough tonight. Here we go. Right, Bill, dig in deep.
It's great, I found something to carry my trophies.
Yep. Right, next number is number 59. Which, if I can remember off the top of my head with the order of the prizes go after this point, is a pair of the Food Golf Association of Scotland sliders. Okay, no. Need somebody else to pick a prize since he's not one. So, up next we've got the Food Golf Association of Scotland baseball cap. Number 93. Yeah, we've not actually got it here, but you can come pick up another next round winner. So, number 68. That is for. Who was it? The one next time. So that's for the alternate shop entry with Neil Shave. Okay, so for the star prize, this is for the Scottish Open entry 2024. Go for it, Victor. Winner is 103. 103. I'm nothing else to give you. So that concludes all of the formal kind of part of the awards night. From now on, it is over to the entertainment. So I will hand over to Nigel. We'll have kind of 5-10 minutes to get everything all dished out and things set up ready for the quiz, and then we'll go on with that. Thank you very much, everyone, for tonight. And again, another big round of applause for the staff here at the Leapark Hotel.
It's class. Learn sing along.
I should also add, in case nobody's mentioned it to you yet, anybody who wants to order any kind of merchandise for the association, that includes the polo shirts, jackets, mid-layers, sliders, baseball caps, there is a discount if you order tonight.
Who likes to be
So,
team
we've got the
captain?
order forms here, so if anybody wants to order anything, there's a few lying on the table across at the side there as well. Grab a form, fill that in, and you can put an order in tonight with the up to 20% off. Yeah, up to 20% off items from the association merchandise shop.
Not off to the next.